There are moments in life that don't arrive with warning. No dramatic music, no gut instinct whispering something is wrong. Just a quiet second that splits your life cleanly in two. Mine came on a Tuesday afternoon. The house was unusually still. My little brother Ethan was napping, my mom was at work, and Ryan, my fiancé of 3 years, was supposed to be running errands. I remember the sunlight slanting across the living room floor, dust floating lazily in the air. It felt peaceful, safe. That's what hurts the most now. I picked up Ryan's old iPad without thinking. Mine was dead, and I needed to check an email from my manager. The device lagged as it powered on, the cracked screen flickering like it might give up at any moment. Then the notification slid down. Messages. My stomach tightened, not because I suspected anything, but because I recognized the contact name instantly. Mom. At first, I smiled. I thought maybe it was about Ethan. Maybe she needed help picking him up later. I tapped the screen casually, already half distracted. The smile disappeared in less than a second. The messages weren't parental. They weren't normal. They weren't anything a daughter should ever see between her fiancé and her mother. I miss you. Last night was a mistake, but I'd do it again. She doesn't know. My fingers went numb. I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. 4 years of messages spilled out like poison. Late night plans, excuses, guilt-soaked apologies, and moments of intimacy that overlapped perfectly with the worst periods of my life. That's when the dates hit me. 4 years ago was when my mom came home crying, telling me she was pregnant from a drunken one-night stand. 4 years ago was when she said the father wasn't someone we could rely on. 4 years ago was when Ryan stepped forward like a hero and said he'd help raise the baby. I remember that night vividly. I had been sitting at the kitchen table, staring at my hands, terrified of what this meant for our already struggling household. Ryan knelt beside me, held my face gently, and said, "We're a team. We'll get through this." I believed him. God, I believed him. From that moment on, my life became work and exhaustion. I picked up extra shifts, then another job, then another responsibility. My mom leaned on me financially and emotionally, telling me she couldn't do this alone. I drove myself into the ground. I lost weight, lost sleep, lost pieces of myself I never got back. And every time I broke down, Ryan was there, holding me while I cried about bills, stress, and how unfair everything felt. All the while, he knew. He knew Ethan wasn't some stranger's child. He knew he was holding his own son when he rocked him to sleep. My vision blurred as I stared at the iPad. The room felt too small, like the walls were closing in. I sat down hard on the couch, breathing shallowly, trying not to scream. I wanted to be wrong. I wanted this to be some cruel misunderstanding. But then I found the photos. Nothing explicit, but intimate enough, familiar enough. My mother's living room, her couch, her kitchen. Places I'd stood countless times. I don't remember how long I sat there. 10 minutes? An hour? Time stopped functioning properly. My heart felt like it was beating outside my body. Eventually, I heard the front door open. Ryan. I didn't look up when he walked in. I didn't have to. I could feel him there, sense the shift in the room. "Em," he said softly, "why are you sitting in the dark?" I stood slowly, the iPad heavy in my hands. "We need to talk." The moment he saw the screen, everything drained from his face. No confusion, no anger, just instant, devastating recognition. That was when I knew the truth was worse than anything I could imagine. He didn't deny it. He didn't even try. He admitted to sleeping with my mother not once, but repeatedly, over years, whenever he could, whenever I wasn't home, whenever I was exhausted or away, or trusting him completely. The girls' trip still haunts me the most. He'd encouraged it, insisted on it, told me I needed rest, that I deserved to have fun for once. I texted him every night from that hotel, telling him how much I missed him, while he was in my mother's bed. When I asked him why, his answers were weak and pathetic. Confusion, temptation, stress. He said they stopped when she found out she was pregnant because they realized how dangerous it was. Dangerous, as if the real crime was getting caught. I told him I was done. I didn't scream, I didn't throw anything. I just felt empty, hollowed out. He cried, begged, promised therapy, promised honesty, promised to be better. But some lines, once crossed, erase everything. I packed my bags that night. I packed Ethan's too. Before leaving, I looked Ryan in the eyes and told him to pass along a message to my mother. I'm done. Don't contact me again. Saying goodbye to her hurt more than losing him. She had been my best friend, my confidant, the person who held me together after my father died when I was too young to remember his face. But she chose this. So did he. Driving away felt surreal. Ethan babbled happily in the back seat, unaware that his entire world had just cracked open. Every time I glanced in the mirror, I saw Ryan's eyes staring back at me from Ethan's face, and I hated myself for the flicker of love I still felt. We stayed with my friend Lauren at first. I didn't explain why. I couldn't. Saying it out loud felt impossible. Then Ryan showed up. He begged in the driveway like I was still his future, like he hadn't shattered my past. He asked for another chance. I said no. He asked to see Ethan. I said yes because Ethan deserved honesty, even if I didn't. But when he asked for custody, something inside me snapped. That wasn't about Ethan. That was about control. When Lauren finally heard the full story, she cried with me. She didn't question me. She didn't suggest forgiveness. She just believed me. That saved me more than she'll ever know. I shared the truth with my family online to protect myself from lies. The backlash was brutal. Some called me dramatic. Others accused me of jealousy. A few finally saw the truth. Ryan's parents tried to guilt me into reconciliation. They called him a good man who made a mistake, as if 4 years was a mistake. Then the court papers arrived. Ryan wanted partial custody. The judge didn't care about betrayal, only DNA. Watching Ethan be pulled from my arms outside that courtroom broke something inside me permanently. He screamed, he begged, he clung to me like I was oxygen. Ryan accused me of poisoning him. I knew then that staying close would destroy me. I moved states, started therapy, rebuilt my nursing career piece by piece. Georgia gave me space to breathe, land, silence, time. Some nights I lay awake wondering how someone could betray their own child this deeply. Other nights, I planned a future where Ethan would always feel safe, even when I couldn't protect him physically. One afternoon, while unpacking, I found an old family photo from before everything collapsed. I stared at it for a long time. Then I put it away. Because families aren't just inherited. Sometimes they're rebuilt through pain, courage, and choosing yourself when everything else is gone. And that's what I did.
Four years ago, kitchen floor, knees hit tile, mascara tracks, coffee gone cold by the sink. She said I messed up, voice broke halfway through the word. Hands on her stomach like it already knew. Four years ago, she said his name, then shook her head. Not someone we could lean on if it rains. Bills on the counter, calendar ink bleeding through. I watch the ceiling light stop breathing. 4 years ago the world felt small. Then Ryan said, you don't have to do this alone. Pulled out a chair, stood 10 feet tall. 4 years ago I saw a hero walking from the hallway light. 4 years ago we changed our story by saying I'll stay, I'll try. He held the sonogram like it might float away. Learned how to swaddle from a video at 2 a.m. Called in sick so he wouldn't miss the first kick. Burned the pasta, laughed it all. Did the dishes. 4 years ago the room stopped breathing. 4 years ago the world felt small. Then Ryan said, you don't have to do this alone. Pulled out a chair, stood 10 feet tall. 4 years ago I saw a hero walking from the hallway light. 4 years ago we changed our story by saying I'll stay, I'll try.